And guys, today we are going to be doing an Onward movie review with a little bit of the Pixar 3 sprinkled in. So make sure to stay for that because that's when it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
So as we all know, Onward was a film directed by Don Shalone. It's the latest movie created by Disney Pixar. It premiered March 13th and it features the voice actors Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. Tom Holland plays Ian, the younger, more shy brother, and Barley is played by Chris Pratt, the older, more mature brother, kind of like a father figure. Doughcrafter, you want to explain?
First of all, I would not think as Barley mature. He was kind of the tag-along that ruined the movie.
Oh guys, sorry.
Let me just list some pros and cons about this movie. First of all, animation was really good, like amazing. So guys, like I absolutely love the animation. It looked like real life. It was just amazing. I loved how Ian looked. He looked like a puny kid, but the inside, he's like a real powerful kid. And Barley was also really good.
Yeah.
And now onto Zyphonet.
So yeah, the animation was really good, I thought. Like even my dad, a much older guy, he was really impressed by the animation in it. I thought the animation was good because it catered to the adult audience more. And we know Pixar movies appeals to adults due to their powerful stories. So I think this was very cool how it appealed to all ages. But I did think that Frozen 2 did have nicer animation and action scenes, much more crisp.
Find who is calling to you. They may have answers.
I'm going with you. Anna? No. Excuse me, I climbed the North Mountain, survived a frozen heart, and saved you from my ex-boyfriend, so, I'm coming.
And I thought it was much more well done, but Onward sort of looked like it was animated by a DreamWorks movie, but it was still great nonetheless.
Yeah. And guys, so also the acting in this movie. This just accompanied by the great animation, it felt like it was just real life. Like, let's say you got Minecraft. You add the best shaders, it looks like real life. This is just that movie. And on to Zyphonet.
Yeah, so the voice acting, I thought it was just very good because you guys know Chris Pratt, MCU movies as Star-Lord, and then Tom Holland, rising actor as Spider-Man, and many new projects as we've seen. Just seeing them come together, it just meshed so well for me, and I love the bond they carried throughout the film. And also, I just liked how throughout the movie the plot connected so well together. I thought that they really thought this out. I don't know if you guys remember in the graveyard scene when Ian was driving his van and the bumper fell off. That led to the mom knowing which way they went, which I thought was really cool, and the cop was unable to find them at the end.
We only have 24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
If it's adventure you seek.
Yeah, honestly. So they went on that huge journey. As he said, it's not the journey is what matters, because after what they had to go through, the gelatinous cube, everything, they came back to their original starting point, which was the key to the whole entire movie. And guys, one thing this is a few cons, but guys, so the Manticore scene, remember that part when Ian was talking up to the Manticore to give them the map to the gem, the Phoenix gem or something? Phoenix gem. So when the Manticore got really pissed and just started blowing fire everywhere, I didn't really feel like the Manticore was actually mad. It kind of just felt like screaming, if you guys know what I mean. Like, it wasn't true anger. But
I thought the Manticore was cool though. What do you mean, Doughcrafter? She's kind of sick.
From the card, I know she turned into a normal person when she was a legend before. But, I don't know, the Manticore was definitely cool looking, but just the way it acted, it was kind of just I'm mad. It wasn't truly scary.
If it's adventure you seek, you've come to the right tavern.
Oh, no.
But I also felt how the town was created, it was so clever. How they had a pet dragon instead of a dog. There were elves, all the characters looked different. It was just really laughable and creative how they create all these different distinct characters, yet all within the same universe and interacting with each other. And also, I just thought the entire metro was a blast. Like, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I was always on the edge of my seat waiting to see what they would do next. And that was a very cool factor in the movie for me.
And guys, so one other thing that I really liked about this movie is the bond between the brothers.
Yes.
Throughout the whole entire movie, they were constantly fighting or whatever, like constantly bashing each other. But then towards the end, they came together to defeat the cursed rock dragon. And this just shows how powerful their bond was.
I thought it was so cool how Barley was always looking after Ian since Ian never was able to meet his dad. I thought it was really touching how Barley was always a father figure to him. Remember in the flashback scene, he helped him ride his bike, helped him jump in the pool. He was always supporting him. Like when he said merge into the traffic, that was hysterical. He was always there for him when he needed him, just like his father would have been, but unfortunately couldn't have.
And guys, one cool thing that I noticed when watching this movie, when they passed the Ravens points and went down into that like cave area, the gelatinous cube, I don't know, it like reminded me of a slime from Minecraft. Like if you like agree, because it looked exactly like a slime.
Yeah, and also I thought it was really cool how, remember in the beginning, Barley, he was afraid to go in the hospital room. And since he wasn't able to see his dad, he realized what a regret he made, so he made sure that Ian would always have a father figure to look up to. Like how with when he was walking over the bottomless pit, remember? The string let loose, but he still encouraged him to go on, and Ian was finally able to overcome his fear. It was sort of like a coming of age story, I thought. Do you agree?
Yeah, it was like over time he became brave and he realized that Barley was the dad that he never had, and it really made sense in the end.
And I thought it was just so clever how at the end, remember Ian had that list of things he wanted to do with his dad, like play catch, dance. Remember the other ones?
Dance, take a walk, drive together.
Do all these friendly things with his dad, and then at the end, he knew that we only had a few seconds with his dad, so he let Barley take those few seconds because he realized that in Barley being his brother and throughout the quest, they were able to do all those things, such as when they danced with just the roller coaster of the body, and Barley was just that fatherly figure to him, so he thought that since Barley never had a father, it would be only right for him to meet his own father for a few seconds instead of Ian.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really sad. That was the best part of the movie.
And guys, leading off from Onward and into the Pixar theory, we have some pretty cool news.
So, as you guys all know, the Pixar theory was published by John Negroni in 2013. It states that all the Pixar movies consist of one universe. This starting with The Good Dinosaur with the dinosaur and ending in Wall-E after the Earth's destruction. So this states that they're all in one universe just during different times. So according to the Pixar theory, I believe that Onward has us, let me look at my notes. I think that it takes place in between the Bugs Life and Monsters University with these really cool mythical creatures from Onward evolving into the creatures we see in Monsters University. Kind of as an evolutionary standpoint, it's just so cool to see how they're all interwelved so well together.
So, as he said, I really like the Pixar theory because it's just so cool learning or figuring out that these are all connected and one character could actually be 3 different characters from 3 different movies, like evolution and stuff.
Yeah, and they say that the Boo from Monster Inc. is the witch from Brave because she had a slowly carving on one of her wooden things, and it all just matches up so perfectly.
Yeah.
And going back to the movie, I also have a brother, so this makes this movie much more touching for me. What about you, doughcrafter?
I also had a brother, and that's why I just loved this scene where they're just bonding.
Yeah, I thought it was really touching because I'm always with my dad, and it was such a cool aspect how they were able to bring their dad just for a day and see how happy and desperately Ian wanted that from him. Ian wanted that, and it was just sad how he never got to see his dad in the end, which it was a good sacrifice for Barley. Barley deserved it more, but I really wish Ian got to see him.
Yeah. And so, guys, just leave a like if you also enjoyed this movie. Comment down below what you thought about it and everything.
And yeah, guys, just the animation, the adventures in general. You guys remember the car chase? That was so cool. When Ian had to merge all the way in the other direction, finally completed his driving test. That was just so cool.
And guys, what I also really liked this movie, it also kind of matched with evolution because remember those fairies on the motorcycles? They were just so used to, like, all their ancestors used to fly, as Barley told them at the gas station, and they just threw all that magic away and turned into motorcycles, or used their abilities for motorcycles. And then, once they crashed, they realized that they could actually fly. So then, magic just started coming up again.
Yeah, it was just an overarching story of how it reflects our society actually today, as how we've in the past half century we've become more lazy, relying on technology to do stuff for us instead of actually doing it ourselves. Such as the monsters, remember the officer? He didn't want to run to work, took a car instead, even though he was perfectly capable of running. It's that return to magic and authenticity that us humans should do today. Like, for example, we went from hunting and now we just sit in our homes relying on technology to do all the work for us. I thought it was really cool how it related to how we live today.
Okay, guys, and this kind of hit completely different. Judging from the beginning of this movie, how it's all happy, and then when Ian did that magic spell to disguise him, and Barley said the spell relies on you telling the truth, and then the officer said, "You think that kid's a screw up," and then he said a lie. It just really, that was just crazy.
Barley, come on. This is all just...
I'm not a screw-up.
I didn't say you were.
The magic said it for you.
Well, the magic got it wrong.
Magic doesn't get it wrong. The cop asked a question, you answered, and magic revealed the truth. Right? Right?
I don't know how any of this stuff works.
And
yeah, I thought it was just really sad how even though Ian is the younger brother and Barley usually don't take what the younger sibling takes to heart, he actually was hurt by that statement. I just felt really bad for him because Barley's always just joking around being the funny guy, but in Ian's eyes, he was a screw-up. And I also thought how it was interesting when Barley wanted to take the secret quest path instead of the normal path that Ian wanted to take, and Ian ended up trusting Barley. And then when they ended up back at square one, Ian wanted to kill Barley, but then he realized that they were actually there for a reason, which was really cool.
yeah.
And also, I don't know if you guys remember, at the beginning when she's doing her exercise video with the mom, she's saying, I am a warrior. Remember what she said?
I am a warrior.
She said, I am a noble warrior. And then at the end with the sword, she went and yelled, I am a noble warrior. That was just so cool.
But, also, that part where they were getting chased by the cops after he went over the magic bridge, when they were getting chased by the cops, Barley got his van and he sacrificed his van so they could complete the quest.
Yeah, for his brother, that was nice.
And he just drove off the rock ramp and boom, left
And I think
everything.
the best part of the whole movie was when the brothers both hugged at the end. Barley was like, and he told me to give you this. That was just the best part because even after the whole quest and Ian not being able to see his dad, he still had his brother, which was the most impactful thing.
And guys, I think that is the end of today's video.
Yeah, guys. So in conclusion, Onward's a very good Pixar movie, I believe. I've been seeing people saying it's like a DreamWorks movie, but I thought it actually had a really good message and very good for families. Great animation, great story, great characters. Overall, a blast. You guys should definitely see it if you haven't. Very good Pixar movie. One of my favorite anime movies I've ever seen, actually.
And
what
guys,
do you think, doughcrafter?
remember, I absolutely loved it. 9 out of 10. Almost my top 5 favorite movies of all time. Remember, link in description for Zyphonite and
Yeah,
me
guys,
as well.
remember, subscribe to doughcrafter, subscribe to Zyphonite if you want to see more reviews. Leave a like. Thank you.
And make sure you dab and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.